Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball diamond. Today is day 829 of my ketogenic journey, going from 311.8 pounds down to wherever I can get, and still enjoying most of it. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I ate yesterday that was apparently perfectly keto friendly, and I'll be right back with a chit chat and a weigh in. First, if you need my help, my contact information is below. I have a website with a beginner's guide and a foods list for free. Go check that out, also in the description below. And there is a playlist on the front of this channel, How To for Beginners. Now, all that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, ring that bell. I'll teach you everything I know about keto and take you on my entire journey with me. I'd say let's roll, but let's sit here, y'all. Here we go. This is how I'm breaking my fast this morning. 2 eggs over easy, fried in butter. 2 Joseph's flat wraps. Well, one half wrap total, 1 serving with cheese. So fried in butter like grilled cheese sandwiches. And 4 of these little sausage links. Decided to have 2 more of the grilled cheese sandwiches. This is directly following breakfast. Apparently I was hungrier this morning than I realized. This is what I'm having for lunch. It's just a homemade pizza like I made the other day. If you want to know how to make this, I've got all the description. I'll just post the link below. I just had 2 ounces of country ham and followed up by this. Me and hubby shared the Keto Bars chocolate peanut butter bar. Alright, you guys. Calories for yesterday, 1,178. Total carbohydrates, 51. Net somewhere in the 20s, maybe even a little less than 20. 90 grams of fat and 67 grams of protein. Is that my demon spawn? Oh, what are you doing? Where'd you go? Oh no.
Friday, but I told Kim if they do work, I might work half a day.
Somebody's having his first sucker experience. You like it? You've been eating a bunch of non-keto food today, sir. Have you jumped off the wagon? Are you off the wagon?
I'm not.
He's off the wagon, y'all. There's nothing I can do about it.
I'm sure you were on it.
Babies are born in ketosis. Alright, you guys, so I just spoke to Jelly over at Fat to Keto, and it's, let me just spell it on the screen. If I don't forget, it'll be there. Anyway, we are still planning our adventure to the Renaissance Festival this Saturday. It's going to be an awesome time. Like her, I have been just pretty much in the house with the family for many years now, and I have had no female friends to hang out with whatsoever. So I think we're both just very excited to meet somebody with similar interest and of similar age and everything, and just chill and hang out. Because I mean, we don't get to do that much anymore. I mean, a lot of you probably do. You probably have all these great friends and everything, but I don't get out much, and that's going to be wonderful. It's a first in many years, so I'm super excited about it. I can't wait. I honestly can't. So I don't know what we're gonna do on Friday for my birthday. That really just depends on the financial situation and everything that needs to be paid and what comes in. Y'all know how that goes. Ideally, and I think I said this last week, I would like to take my entire family, my little family, to a restaurant here in Moxville. And I would also like to have a couple mixed drinks while I'm there. Yes, it will mess with my ketones, but that's okay. This is just... We used to have a nice large house, which had a nice large dining room, which we could all sit around and have dinner together and talk and joke. We don't have that anymore. Anyway, I lost my job. My hubby lost his job. We lost the house. And we live in a home that was given to us. It's much smaller, but it's still filled with love and laughter. However, there's no dining room table. There's no sitting around in a conformed spot eating and talking. So that's one of my fondest memories in my life of just, hanging out with my family. So that's kind of what I want to do for my birthday. Not sure it's going to happen, but that's the desire. Anyway, I guess if nothing else, just a nice quiet alone time would be fine too. Just sitting with hubby and having dinner or something is fine. Um, I, I don't know if many of you noticed, but I do sit here at the post office a lot. It's nice, calm, quiet. Unless a big redneck pickup truck comes in this parking lot, it's good. It's really good. A little old man just about backed into me about 30 seconds ago, and I was like, oh, stop. He stopped. Barely. And I wasn't even talking to myself then, so it's not like I was distracting him. Uh, Nice little fellow, though. He opened the door for me and everything. I did check. There's nothing in there today. I always show you guys any goodies that come in or anything that comes in that I can share and show keto-wise that might help you on your journey too. My weigh-in. Let's go ahead and get to that. I know a lot of you get tired and impatient of waiting, and after I do that, I'll talk to you about a couple questions that I get through my email a lot. So I'm a little concerned with my weigh-in. I don't actually believe it. Although I did get off the scale on the scale, grab the cat, get on the scale, put the cat down, get off the scale, because I was a little shocked by it. Now y'all saw everything I ate yesterday, which well, not everything. One thing you didn't see was I had half a serving of sugar-free, dairy-free, so delicious butter pecan ice cream, which I can have that does not affect my weigh-ins. It does affect my tummy. There is tons of gas and farting and all that good, wonderful stuff. But weigh-in wise, it does not affect me. So I was quite shocked. Really, I was. Because yesterday I ate quite a few of those St. Joseph's wraps. Sometimes they say St. Joseph, sometimes they don't. Some of y'all commented that you still have some in your kitchen that say St. Joseph's on them. So I know I wasn't going crazy, but I kind of felt like I was after somebody said it, and I went and looked at my package and it just said Joseph's on them. I guess there was a name change somewhere. I don't know. Sorry. I had that crud creep up on me where I'm slightly sick. It's not like a bad sickness. It's a little cough, some sinusy stuff. The other day there was a bad headache. So it's not too bad, but it did creep up on me. Anyway, as far as the weighing goes, and the reason I didn't believe it, I had way too much of that Joseph's bread yesterday, and I knew that in the past, I used it for a whole month and was just stalled for that whole month. Now it's okay. Things like that just stall you but don't kick you out of ketosis. It's important to keep a list of those things. That way, when you get to your goal weight, when you're at where you want to be, you can include those things back in your diet because you're still in ketosis and you're not trying to lose anymore. So that's a great way to help you maintain and to add more foods into your diet and enjoy. So I've been mindful of those. I've been trying to keep them out of my diet, but recently helping hubby get back on keto and my son's doing keto again. Those St. Joseph's wraps help, or the Joseph's wraps help, because they can have stuff like sandwiches and they can have stuff like pizzas that are homemade. So it does help a lot. But I ate too many of them yesterday, and I've been trying to be mindful and only eat a small bit. I have not made it yet, but thankfully that didn't hurt the weigh-in any. So yesterday I weighed in at 180. No, Jesus Christ. Every day, every time I get stuck in that 180, because I guess I've been in the 180s for so long. So yesterday I was 178.2. Today 177.4. So that's 0.8 pounds down since yesterday. I'm very happy about that. Getting closer to my all-time low. Very happy about that. Which was 176, I believe. It might have been 176.2, but that's neither here nor there. It doesn't really matter. It's 0.2, you know. That being said, after eating all those wraps and having that ice cream and having some keto bars, I thought I had overdone it. When I put my calories in, did y'all see those? I ate next to nothing really yesterday. The calories were very, very low on everything I ate. So I'm quite surprised by that. And I was so full. And I guess it was the wraps. It really was. And again, those wraps are not a viable option for you if you have any kind of wheat sensitivity. And I know that Keto Teresa, Fat Girl No More, has a sensitivity to those things. Can't touch them. So if you can do standard keto without much problem, those are probably fine for you. It depends. I mean, it really does. So I'm going to eat them again today. I want to see if I can lose on them. Maybe something else was stalling me all those months ago. I don't know. But I'm not ready to kick them out of my diet just yet again. I'm very surprised about that weighing because I felt like I overate yesterday. I felt like I binge ate yesterday, but I didn't, clearly. I mean, calories super low, super full. I was fine. So this might be a viable option for low calorie days. Um, Although I really don't want to do low calories because I want to keep my hair. I'm rather fond of it, if you haven't noticed. Although you can't tell right now, I've got it open, all that. But so let me get to a couple questions that I get asked a lot. Actually, probably just one. Anyway, it's one that I really can't help people with. It's a problem I really can't help you solve. I can give you the gist, the knowledge of it, but I can't help you do it. So one of the things I get asked a lot, and it's a lot. How do I stay on track? I'll be doing good for a week, I'll do good for a day, and then I cheat. And y'all see that I'm not perfect by any means whatsoever. I just consistently keep making my next meal keto, and I fall off, and then I make my next meal keto. So the only reason I really can't help you with that, I can tell you to make your next meal keto. I can tell you to always make your next meal keto. I can tell you to make your next meal a super high fat keto and keep your fats really high until the cravings stage has passed. That will help you, but I can't make you do it. It's more a battle of wills. You just have to say, you know what? This is what I want for my life. I'm going to do it. Damn it, I don't care if I cheated yesterday. Today is a whole new day. I don't care if I messed up an hour ago. My next meal will be keto. I can't do that for you, but I can just tell you make your next meal keto and a high fat keto and try to be as full as possible. That way, cheating is a little less likely. Not completely. Also, if you have, I know a bunch of you say you just can't live without bread. So something like that St. Joseph's wrap would be okay for you. Or some of you say that you got to have your chocolate. Well, once you get on keto and you've been on it for a while, sugary stuff doesn't have the same appeal. And by that, I mean, let's say these dark chocolate bars. If I had tried a 90% dark chocolate bar before I started keto, that would have been the nastiest damn thing I've ever ate in my life. But since I've been keto for so long and I'm so used to not having sugar in my food, a 90% dark chocolate bar, it does the trick. It's dark chocolate. It doesn't taste that bad now. It actually tastes pretty good. And if it's 85%, to me, that's really sweet. So, you know, you'll get used to it over time. Stuff like vanilla almond milk, unsweetened, it sounded gross. It tastes kind of like canned milk. It's not the best, but there are things you can do to make it better. So you just have to tweak your keto to the point that it works for you. And I know that sounds crazy for some people because you hear it's keto is like this, just like this. You have to do it dot, 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 dot. You do not. If keto works for you with flatbread, eat the damn flatbread. It's fine. If it works for you, it's fine. If you're in ketosis, if you're losing weight, if you're doing what you feel you need to do for your body, that's your keto. Keto is not as, it is strict, but it's not as strict as some people would have you believe. And you know, you hear grass-fed organic, and that's great, but it don't have to be grass-fed organic. It doesn't. And one day I was terrified. I absolutely was. I needed some butter to cook with. And I sent down to my mother's house and I made sure it was regular butter. Then she sent me up some butter in a tub. And it was a plain tub, you know. I don't know why parents keep those tubs, but they do. And it was a Cool Whip tub. That's what it was. And I was a little scared and I was getting this butter. I was like, okay, we're good. You have to search for days to find the butter in that refrigerator. I'm telling you, some of it's Cool Whip, some of it might be beans. You just don't know what you're going to get. But anyway, I was scared because it tasted not like regular butter. In fact, it tasted like country crock. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to cause me issues. It didn't. And it was country crock. So yeah, it had a lot of crap in it, and a lot of stuff you really shouldn't consume. But keto-wise, it worked fine. It didn't kick me. It didn't stall me. I was fine. So the keto police will scare the hell out of some people sometimes. And while you should be mindful of the things you're eating, the better you eat, the better you'll be, it's not necessarily 100% necessary. And that's all I'm saying. Yes, you shouldn't eat food with breading on it. But I have seen times that I was able to go to KFC and get a chicken leg, and I wasn't kicked. There was 3 carbs in that chicken. I was like, well, this breading's going to get me. And it didn't. So just be mindful of what you consume. Try some things. And if they don't work for you, don't use them again. But there's probably more that all of us can have. In my journey, has been long. 829 days, over 2 years and 3 months. So I get bored. I know what works best for me. If I eat just beef, cheese, and mayonnaise all the time, I'm going to drop weight like crazy. And it doesn't even matter how many calories I eat. But that's boring as hell. It's boring as all hell. And that's where I mess myself up at, because I get bored and I go try new things. But it does work out on occasion because I find new things I can have. So my journey's long, but it's a lifelong journey. I don't intend to quit keto when I get to my goal weight, which at the moment is 111.8. I'm 5 foot tall. Don't freak out on me. Any weight on a 5 foot tall person doesn't look like you're small. It really doesn't. So that's just the current goal. Will I make it? I don't know. I don't even care as long as I'm healthy and I feel good. So I am, by the way. If you need help with your keto journey, I'm here to help you. If you'd like to send any kind of help with Patreon, PayPal, Amazon, I have an Amazon wish list. I have my post office box below if you'd like to send anything. And I will help anybody do keto for free, 100%. Much love to you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.